Procedural generation. This is about 8 hours work in a far fancier but more complicated version on the Unity Asset Store is about $75, so I saved myself a decent amount of money by making my own. Right now it's set to generate endlessly. So each one of these sort of chunks you can see, let me just let it generate another one and then I'll pause it. So each one of these rooms is a prefabricated chunk with entities that mark the doorways, and if there's an unattached doorway, it generates a room to attach to that doorway, rotates it, translates it so it fits, then it checks to see if that room is colliding with an existing room or something else. If it does, destroy that room and then try a different room. And it tries that 5 times. If it can't find a room that fits there after 5 tries, then it marks that doorway as a dead end and carries on somewhere else. So if we go inside, and so I'm going to put a door object in each of these doorways. Maybe some will require power to open, some won't. Dead ends, I think I'll just put a door in it that you can't power up, like it's broken or something. Or maybe a cupboard of goodies or something, I don't know. There's gaps here and there in the doorways where they don't quite line up. That's where the doorways are going to go. So each of these rooms looks pretty Spartan at the present, but I'm going to use Spelunky's system of handcrafted regions, but with randomly generated spice. So inside each of these rooms there'll be little hint markers that will say generator, level generator, maybe consider putting something cool here. And then 50-50, when it does the generation pass, it generates some barrels or something, I don't know, or an enemy or a spotlight or something. But this works reasonably well and wasn't too hard to do, and generates a reasonable diversity of levels. It's only 2D, it's only in one plane at the moment, but there's no reason it couldn't be 3D or any sort of weird angles or elevation. And the system's generic enough to handle anything, kind of. And at the moment it's generating, I think, 10 rooms or 11 rooms maximum, but that can scale up indefinitely to make really silly, enormous. Whoa, that's a tiny one. So yeah, if it fails to place a room at a doorway 5 times, it declares that doorway no good. So it must have had a weird combination of 5 tries on each doorway and gave up. But I'm reasonably happy with that. Had a little work I put into it. So next up would be generating the level and then docking the player's ship to it, so they can enter into it and start exploring and such. Okay, bye bye.